Hey there, how's it going? Welcome to Dominions 5. My name's Mew. This is turn 1 in a game called Parrot, playing as EA Marverni. In the beginning there was chaos, and now the wheel has turned once again. Right, so here we are. Before I even start, let's look at this map. This is cool. This map, I believe, is named Edwin. It's by a guy named Pimus. So by the time this video goes live, might have been a couple of months ago, I asked for suggestions for cool maps to play games on. Someone suggested this one. So I posted it in the channel for this game, and the admin used it, so we've ended up on it. Looks cool. It's very, very different from any of the maps where you played on. It is also, I think, unique in games on the channel that it does not have north-south wrap. So you can't get from the bottom to the top kind of thing. You can only go left and right, which is interesting. We have started in this location. I'm going to be honest, not thrilled at this starting location, okay? Won't complain too much, but Marverni has a bit of a rough start anyway. They're kind of weak in the early game. We would like a really nice start. We have started with no resource provinces in our cap at all. We have a swamp and 3 plains. So, not awesome. We better hope that these provinces are easy to get through, because we do not have many options for where to go. On top of that, these 3 are connected, but this one is disconnected from these 3. This is also pretty bad, because I would probably like to take my cap circle first, so that I can continuously reinforce from the capital, because our starting army can be pretty weak. These guys don't have any protection at all. That's also tricky to do if we have to go this direction, because there's no way to get from here to any other province that's adjacent to my cap, right? So, 2 things not great. On top of that, as if that wasn't enough things for me to complain about, I was hoping to bid on mercenaries a lot in this game, and the first mercenary company available is the swimming men, who are underwater only, which we cannot recruit. So, that's our start. Anyway, okay, the map looks cool though, but that's the complaining out of the way. Right, just in case you skipped the intro video for the series, we have an imprisoned fountain of blood as our pretender. We do have blood vengeance as a bless, but remains to be seen if we survive long enough to actually put that into action. The blesses we do have for the time being are a bunch of resists and larger. Not sure how useful that's going to be, but you never know. Might help us. Our skills are not great, but we do have a lot of luck and a lot of productivity, which is going to really multiply the resources we have in our capital. But anyway, let's see what we can do. Right, turn 1, always very simple. I'm going to send the scout over to Vertlin. I would really like to scout this direction, because this province looks like it might be really nice, depending, just from the terrain that's around it. But I think we're going to have to go through these provinces ideally, so that we can reinforce from the cap. So let's at least see what Vertlin looks like. We'll get an accurate scouting report from that one. And we'll see what our neighbours are over here. So Scout is going to go that way. In my capital, I'm recruiting a Gutitator. Is that what this is? Guttuator. A Guttuator. I'm going to recruit nothing but these guys until we get an N21, because I would like to start site searching for nature as soon as possible. Because I'm probably just going to dump every gem we have into summoning boars as soon as we can. So I'm just going to immediately queue up Conjuration 5. This is going to be a boar strategy, I guess. Usually if I play a nation and I just get like smashed really early, I don't upload the videos. But in this case, I'm going to upload them anyway. So the series could end up being 12 turns long, I don't know. But Marverni is pretty weak in the early game. And I don't have high hopes, but we'll see what happens. Unit-wise, I'm going to get 5 Epony Knights to begin with. I'm not sure what's better for expanding, just like massing the simple troops, or getting lots of sacreds, or the Epony Knights are pretty good. But I'm going to start with these guys anyway. I can pick up 5 of those and a sacred, which is quite nice. So we will have a Berserking Sacred plus some cavalry, which is pretty cool. And help out our pretty dismal starting army. I mean, these guys do have javelins at least. So they can, every single one of them can huck a pretty damaging javelin. But beyond that, these guys are not terribly great because they collapse so quickly. They don't even have very good morale, I don't think. Oh, 12 isn't bad. Oh, right. They're currently being led by an inspirational leader. And then, right, so we're going to lose 2 morale as soon as we attack a province outside our dominion, unfortunately. Yeah, not great morale, not great anything, really. But we'll see what we can do. I'm going to profit my starting commander. Our god is named Scintillating Dinner Conversation. So profit's going to be ranking Marvel movies for 6 hours. Oh, it doesn't fit. Wait, it does fit. Okay. Profit's going to be ranking Marvel movies for 6 hours. You're being declared, and that is it for turn 1. So just going to partial while I check the video, and I'll see you in a moment. Oh, hello, welcome back. Turn 2 is usually just spent reading Proclamations, so let's read some Proclamations. Ranking Marvel movies for 6 hours is the profit of Scintillating Dinner Conversation, The Unmoving Master, Tamer of Demons, Lord of Flies. I was really hoping we wouldn't get any epithets related to blood, so that people wouldn't know we have a big bloodless waiting in the wings. So that's kind of unfortunate. Otherwise, no funny epithets for us, unfortunately. Sarrow, and I said Sarmatia. I hardly know is the prophet of Scythian Reenactor. The Vessel of Might, the Fortifier, Sovereign of Sin. Tianxi, we have Tianlong. Is the prophet of Friendly Neighborhood Bakery. Oh, hey. That reminds me of some other games I've played in. Minister of the Oceans, Lord of the Rain, Patron of all Bards. Machaka, joke about how random cats are, is the prophet of Random Attack Global's Go Go Go. God of the Forest, Lord of Nature. Oh no, that sounds like lots of nature globals. Mid-clan, Hans Franz, the tribal king, prophet of Pump You Up, the one who contains everything, the Merchant of Souls, Master of Volcanoes, the Hungry Earth, King of Kings. That's a lot of epithets. Does that mean a big bless? Makes sense. Abyssia, we have Semayaza. Don't do this to me. The prophet of Ar said Parsley. He who is at the centre, Eater of Filth, Lord of Might, the Brilliant God. We have Pomoria, Polywant Cracker Futures, the prophet of Financial Buccaneer, Lord of the Rock, King of the Foothills, the Awesome, Master of Excellence. Lanka, we have the best ice cream flavour is the Bandar Commander. He's the prophet of Black Raspberry Chip. Prince of the East Wind, Lord of Forgiving, Prince of Tremors. Yomi, we have Desynced Love, the prophet of a good name for a band. Leeching Darkness, Emperor of Fires and the Earth, Master of War, Master of Bricks. For Yor, we have Unprecedented GNC Razor Partnership, the prophet of Saline Supplements for Gamers, King of Ice, God of the Waves. Beratos, we have the Musical Fruit, prophet of the side effect of eating beans, ... King of Rivers, the God of Knowing the Waters, the Most High, Lord of this World. And that's it for Proclamations. That's 0 funny epithets as far as I can tell. But there we go. Right, okay, so here we are, turn 2. First up, the province we scouted is 80 barbarians, so... not likely that we're going to go through that province ever, I don't think. I'm not sure how we take that with our units. That's pretty rough. That's very rough. So that's not a great start. But the scouts are going to push on to Wolfenplain. We'll see what this province looks like. The other provinces aren't too bad. Wow, Fawenshire is Hoplite. But it's a very small number, so that might be okay. I can't see what the province is worth just yet, though. Green Marshes is a small report of Jag Tribe. Might be okay. We're pretty vulnerable to slings because we have no protection. But we'll see. This province, unfortunately, is garbage, so there's not any real reason to prioritize it other than for access. So, last one is Swinland, which is militias, heavy infantries, light infantries. At least there's no ranged units. It's the biggest report of the viable provinces. Not really where I want to go though, because I want to be able to send more units out for the starting army. So really not sure what to do. Gonna be kind of a rough opening, I think. I'm gonna give Swinland a shot though. I've just got everything pulled all the way back on Hold and Fire, so we'll let these guys split up a bit. Hopefully the militia walk forward and die first. Eventually we'll Hold and Fire. If we have to fight heavy infantry, I think we just lose, right? But hopefully we can kill a bunch of militia with javelins and then rout them, and then I've got the cavalry on Hold and Attack rear. Maybe they'll just kill a commander. I don't know, that's the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. It might be better to just go for this, because it's safer. It does look smaller. But I'm not sure. I think because this is such a big report, I think we need to have our profit in the battle to help clearing out units. I'm really not sure. It's turn 3, I think we'll get a new mercenary option, so I'll see if we can recruit some mercenaries, which will help out a little bit at least. For now, this all looks pretty rough, but I'd rather try and get this because it's a 70 income province, right? 70 income, 20 resources, rather than 16 income, 18 resources. Even if we manage to take this province, it's nothing. It doesn't do anything for us. And I can't see what this is yet, so I don't know. I'm going to try and get something because it seems pretty valuable, and we'll just figure out how we proceed from there. It might be my profit terminates in Sotera and just tries to put up a fort there. I don't know. That might be the play. Very difficult start. In my cap, you may notice that Domnarchus here is sacrificing with a blood slave. You might wonder how we have blood slaves. This is a JBBM game. That's the JBBM balance mod for Dominions. In this balance mod, our temples cost 400 gold, and they generate a blood slave. We cannot generate more slaves than we have Dominion strength, though. So if we had 6 temples, we could get 6 blood slaves a turn. No more than that, though. I'm going to just immediately put those slaves to use blood sacking, because I think spreading our Dominion will help us. It lets us scout provinces more effectively, and it also helps spread out my luck, which we're a bit reliant on. It also keeps our units in Dominion for morale purposes as well, which will probably help. So I think missing out on 9 points of research to do some blood sacking is fine. It's only one mage going to be doing this. But we'll see what happens going forwards. As for recruitment, I'm going to do the same recruitment. I'm not sure. Still not sure how to expand. Is it better to do Epony or Boar is? Who knows? But let's give Epony Knights a shot. We're going to recruit Guttuators until we get an N2, so that's the same. Got 97 gold in the treasury, saved up. So hopefully there's a nice mercenary company next turn. And otherwise, that is it. So that's turn 2. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. You may notice we have received 210 gold from Beratos this turn. Talk about that in a second. First up though, we attack Winland. So just militias, light infantry and heavy infantry. Although mostly militia. So there's some heavy infantry in the front and a couple of light infantry in the back. But the biggest block is just the militia, so that's pretty good. Javelins hit the militia. Our Ebony Knights hit the commanders. Don't quite kill all of them, unfortunately. They start javelining these guys. But other than that, you know, it's fine. Not too many losses either. We lost the Boar Warrior we recruited. Probably a mistake sending him out. And 2 bare-chested warriors, and that's that. The province itself, it does let us recruit basic commanders. I will do that. We'll get a couple of those. Some of our mages are quite good leaders, druids and such. Have 40 leadership. So, pretty easy for us to get leaders early on, but I still think it's quite nice to have some commanders anyway. I'd rather use those and leave the mages to research and site search and such. Okay, so before I talk about this turn, 210 gold from Beratos. They posted a message in the public channel saying that they wanted some gems. I think to forge gear for their god to expand with. Or no, they said it was for their scout to expand with, but I don't know if that's true or not. So I sold them all of our earth gems and 2 pearls in exchange for that. Originally I wasn't going to, but then I thought, well, this turn's going to be mercenaries, so it would actually be quite nice to have additional gold to still do recruitment and bid on mercenaries. So we picked up that. That's quite nice. I also then spoke to Beritos and said, do they have any interest in forming the strategic alliance of nations most likely to be rushed? Which they were, showed some interest in. So I posted a warning in the public Discord that be careful who you rush in this game. I'm gonna try and get all like the weakest early game nations. We'll form a suicide pact where if any one of us gets attacked, we all have to defend. It's the Small Fries Alliance. So we'll see if that pans out into anything. But anyway, this turn. So it turns out because of the roads, we can actually move from Swindon to another cap circle province. That's pretty good. It is tempting to just push on into Sotra though, because this province also looks very small. It's the same composition, no ranged units, looks small on the map, mostly militia on the map. So I think we could probably press on and see what's around here. Fortunately though, if we give some units to one of our leaders, they can also just move straight to here from our cap as well. So we can still get to Sotra pretty quickly. It's not like a huge deal. So that does give me a chance to pick up a cap circle province. Because we are already locked on resources. If I had more resources, I could recruit more Marverni noble warriors. So let's pick up another province for our cap. I'm going to try Fawenshire. I'm going to send out the stuff that was led by my prophet, plus the Ebony Knights that we just recruited. We'll see how this goes. I mean, hoplites are a lot tougher than militia, obviously. They have about 17 protection, and it looks like there's more of them than Ekdromus. So this might be pretty tough, but I'm hoping the same technique helps, like, kill some stuff before it gets to us. Just have everything all the way held back. We're smiting and throwing javelins as they come towards us, and meanwhile we have 10 Ebony Knights attacking rear. Maybe that'll be fine. We'll see. If we can take this province, it's also then tempting to try and get Wolfenplain, which is hoplites and slingers. So I think this might be an elephant province. I'm going to actually attack this province with my scout and see if we can find out what's there. This might be a waste. I've got my scout on retreat. Maybe he gets to here afterwards, I don't know. I think maybe his fight takes place first because he's already in the province and then he routes nowhere. I don't know how stuff like that really works, but it would be nice to know what exactly is here to see if we can actually walk into it next. Because it is a nice little farmland. It's a space away from our cap. Could stick a fort here. So that's the plan for now. In my cap, I am still recruiting a Guttuator. We don't have an N2 one yet. And I'm going to start recruiting Sacreds and some Noble Warriors. So my Sacreds they're okay. They do go Berserk, so they'll stay in fights at least. And their protection's going to be higher when they go Berserk as well. Mine are enlarged because of my Bless, without even needing to be blessed, which is good. So they have more hit points. Although there'll be fewer of them on a square, unfortunately. Besides that though, also getting some Noble Warriors. These are just the cheapest units that have some armor, so that's it. That's the only reason I'm recruiting them. Nice, they don't have javelins, unfortunately. I'm not sure if it's better to pick up a lighter unit that has a javelin. I guess we'll find out. But that's the recruitment this turn. And that left us with quite a bit of gold to bid on mercenaries. Unfortunately, not a great mercenary company again. Arnold's archers. I don't really want archers, to be honest, but let's just take them anyway. Maybe my prophet army plus the archers can do the barbs. Barbs don't like archers, so possible. I think it's also possible that the archers can move straight from Marverni to Wolfenplain. So maybe if this does look like it's a lot of elephants or something, maybe my prophet stuff plus the archers can take it. I guess we'll see. Really hope this goes okay. That's it for turn 3 though, and that's the end of this video. So I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, consider subscribing to the channel or liking the video and all that stuff. This game is running 2 mods, running the JBBM balance mod, which I'll link in the description below, and it's also running snow.dm, which gives every single thing in the game no movement. So I'll link that in the description too. And I'll also put a link to this map as well, if you want to play on this map. It's very cool looking. And I think that's everything. So that was turn 3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.